Hello, my friends. We are going to get started with math. Now, I know it has been a whole week we've had off, and it's been a little while since we've done some division. So we're going to do a little review. See if you can say it and do the hand motions with me. Ready? Division is subtracting equal groups. Do it again. Everyone participating this time. Division is subtracting equal groups. So remember, it's the exact opposite of multiplication. Mere words. Division is the inverse operation of multiplication. Division and multiplication are opposites. Division and multiplication are opposites. Mirrors down. Great job. Okay, so I want to remind you how this works because this can be really confusing. Let's say that we start with this problem because today we're going to be dividing by threes. So really all you need to know is how to skip count by threes. So let's start with this. If we had 15 divided by 3, and we're trying to solve this problem, well, one thing we can do is we can do 3 groups. And then we're going to put 15. Remember, it's subtracting equal groups. So I can't put like 4 here and 5 there, or 6 there, and then 5 over here. That's not going to work because they have to be equal groups. Division and multiplication is all about equal groups. So what we have to do is we have to put our 15 dots into these circles equally, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then you know I like to label these. I have 5 here, I have 5 here, and I have 5 here. Well, look at that. So now how we answer this question, I have 15 dots total, and I put them in 3 groups. So then our answer is telling us how many are in each group. Well, we saw there are 5 in each group, so that's our answer. And remember, the easy way to do this is by skip counting. If you're doing 15 divided by 3, you're going to skip count by 3 until you get to 15. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Oh, I have to stop there. Look, I have 5 fingers up. So my answer is 5. Let's try another one like that. Let's try 12 divided by 3. So that means I'm going to have 3 groups, and I'm going to see how many is going to be in each group. And I'm going to count up to 12. Remember, we have to do it equally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then let's label our groups. There's 4 there, and 4 there. So our answer is 4. There's 4 in each group. 12 is how many dots I have. 3 is how many circles I have. 4 is how many is in each circle. And remember, if we turned this around, we could turn this around into a multiplication problem. How many groups do I have? I have 3 groups. How many is in each group? 4. And then if I counted up all of my circles, all of my dots, I have 12 dots. Remember, they're opposites, which means that we can use them to make fact families, which you're going to be doing on your worksheet today. All right, so now, before I erase that, let's remember that we can skip count to solve this. So if I have 12 divided by 3, I'm going to skip count by, I'm going to skip count by 3. So do it with me, ready? 3, 6, 9, 12, I have to stop there. I have 4 fingers up. That means my answer is 4 because there were 4 in each group. All right. Now, we're going to do a couple problems here where you're going to write the multiplication problem that goes with it. All right. So let's do this one. 18 divided by 3 equals blank. Then you're also going to write 2 multiplication problems as well. Remember, with multiplication problems, you can turn the numbers around and still get the same answer. Go ahead and solve it on your board. If you need more time, you can go ahead and pause the video, but I'm going to go ahead and solve it here. So remember, we're skip counting by threes. We're skip counting by threes to find the quotient. Remember, the quotient is the answer. So we're going to skip count by threes till we get to 18. Do it with me. Ready? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Oh, I got to 18. I have 6 fingers up. That means my answer is 6. Now, whenever we're dividing, just like when we're subtracting, we start with the big total. But whenever we're multiplying, we start with the little part. And all I have to do is turn those little parts around, because even if we switch the numbers around, we're going to get the same answer. Check and make sure you have this answer on your board. All right, let's try another one. Let's do 21 divided by 3 equals blank. And then remember, we're going to turn it around to do our multiplication problems as well. Go ahead and solve it on your boards. And pause that video since you'll probably need a little more time. And when you're ready, everyone is showing you their boards, we can go ahead and solve it here together. So remember, we are going to skip count by 3 until we get to 21. Do it with me. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Oh, I got to 21 and I have 7 fingers up, so my answer is 7. It's as if I made 3 circles and I put my dots in equally. There would be 7 in each circle. Because that's what division is. It's subtracting equal groups. It's how many times does 3 fit into 21. When we skip counted, it fit in 7 times. Now, division starts with our big total, multiplication starts with our little parts. So we're just going to turn those numbers around like that. Check your work, make sure you have this on your board. All right. I'm going to show you the worksheet here today because I don't want it to be confusing for you or for Ms. Rasmussen. So let's take a look here. Here in the front, you don't need to do anything up here, but down here it says circle groups of 3. Circle groups of 3. So here's your group of 3, I would circle that. Here's a group of 3, I'd circle that. And remember, when you are writing a division problem, what comes at the beginning? The big total comes at the beginning. So count up how many iguanas, lizards, I don't know what they are. Count up how many there are. Put your big total at the beginning. Then count how many groups do you have. And then count up how many is in each group. Okay? Here, circle groups of 3. Count up how many you have all together. The big total goes at the beginning. How many groups you have. How many is in each group. Circle groups of 3. Count up how many you have all together. Goes at the beginning. Write how many groups you have and how many is in each group. On the back, you're going to do just what we just practiced. Solve for the quotient, skip count by 3, see how many fingers you have up, that's the answer. Then write your multiplication problems. Here, you're just going to solve it. And remember, you can always check your answer with multiplication because you guys know how to multiply so well. So that first one there, 18 divided by 3. Ooh, that was a wonky looking division sign. There we go. All right, so if we are dividing this and we're trying to figure it out and we skip count 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Well, I think it's 6. I'm gonna put it here. What I can do is I can check my work by multiplying 3 times 6. 6, 12, 18. That matches. So I know my answer is correct. You can always check your work by multiplying. And all of these problems here are just dividing by 2 and 3. Then down here, this is the part, my friends, is so easy if you pay super close attention, okay? You have to do your very best detective work here because all you have to do is write division, a division symbol or a multiplication symbol. And if you pay super close attention, it's going to be so easy because remember, if you start with the biggest number, then you know you're going to be dividing. But if you start with a little part, you know you're going to be multiplying. So what I would recommend is that you go through all these problems, and as you go through them, you circle the big total. So if I was doing this one, I would look 3, 9, 27. Well, 27 is obviously the big total. I'm going to circle that. So then that means I'm starting with a little part. that means I'm going to be multiplying, because multiplying is putting our two little parts together equals the big total. But if I got to this one, 12, 3, and 4, 12 is my big total. That means I'm starting with my big total, and division is big total, take away little part equals other little part, just like subtraction. That means I'm going to be dividing. If the big total's at the beginning, divide. If the little total's at the little part is at the beginning, multiply, okay? And then just solve these last two problems here on your own. We're just doing this page, just this one right here, divide by 3s. Make sure you turn that in to Ms. Rasmussen to have it checked right away. And I will see you guys in a couple days.